There you go. How is everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing pretty good. Crazy Sunday stream, right? Got the reveal for the year 10 roadmap, as well as I believe they're doing the season reveal today as well. So that's gonna be real fun. We also got the drops live for everybody, so make sure you guys watch and tune in for that.
Have been told, by the way, if we get to overtime, it's sudden death. First round wins one round. That's it. Wow, no 3 rounds to play out. That's your last chance to win at that point. Go on, George. Sorry.
Oh yeah. We also have the sub badge is live. Finally, took a while, but worked with our friend TSPCG Live, my homie Carter. He just graduated from graphics, becoming a graphics designer, and so technically we were his his first client. So pretty cool, huh? We were technically his first person. So yep, everybody's got a sub badge. Actually, I might be able to pull them up for you guys so you guys can see what they look like. Let me pull this over here. What am I doing? I looked up my own name and not go to my email.
Oh, absolutely. So we have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Timing, here we go. Kamikaze gets one back. Dokion for a double in the round. He really is trying to take this serious. Raza and Brower also down at the same time, so it really is Kamikaze to have to get all 5 kills to close it out here and now.
Let me grab this here.
Sudden death in overtime.
Yeah, exactly that on the Twitch. DMR just looking to.
Can I just? Why can't I just download this? Just let me download it. Here, I'll add it to my Google Drive so I don't ever lose it by accident. Download this. Okay. I'll drag them over as I pull them up. Alright. So, I think right now we have 1 month all the way up to 5 months. But I'll showcase them all for you. So, here's Copper. So, if you've subscribed for 1 month, you get Copper. Next is Bronze. So, there's Bronze. Then we've got Silver. And then this is where it starts getting a little fancy. We've got Gold 3. So once you pass, I think 3 months, you go to the actual rank system, if you will, of my subbed longevity, if you will. So this is Gold 3, obviously. Next would be Gold 2. Then, of course, we got Gold 1. And then we got Plat 3. I really like that one. That one's really nice. I like all the platinum ones. There's Plat 2. Of course, we got Plat 1. Then we've got Emerald 3. Emerald 2. Emerald 1. And then, of course, we got Diamond 3. Diamond 2. And Diamond 1. So this is as far as we can get right now. And then I believe in October is when I can add the next one, which is obviously Champion. This one's probably my personal favorite. I love that one. That one looks so cool. So that's Champion. And then the top tier that we have right now that isn't available yet, but will probably be available in March. So I think somebody, as long as I think Benjamin, as long as Benjamin keeps subscribing, potentially Josh as well, you guys will unlock our custom tier. So this is my custom one that has been created my own rank. So this is the top level one as of right now. So pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool.
Towards the hatch from the smoke of leak effect there, so they know that they're aware, but Braga manages to work his way in through garage, and this is actually really smart.
You should be able to pull up your, if you go to Twitch and then go to your name on my channel and then go to the chat, or if you're already in the chat you should be able to see your sub badge there as well.
Everything just slowing down a little bit now, George. Is this the point where you get back on the drones as the attacker, see what's going on, what's changed?
Yeah, you could definitely see them coming out here. Maybe the nerves are hitting a little bit. They want to slow things down, readjust, try to find Doki.
Yep, so you can see next to my name there, I've got the 4.5-year badge, which means I am Diamond 3. So, just a little perk I was trying to work on for a while for you guys that support the stream. I really appreciate it. So, it's been a long time coming, but I figured I would do it now, and I wanted to do it right and do it my way. So, that's it. I love Maestro. Let's go. The God Emperor? Talking about Warhammer?
Unbelievable. You know he's going to be loving that right now.
I can only begin to imagine how insufferable it's going to be on Twitter later.
Surely going to be saying to Doki, well, I saved you there, didn't I, in the 1v2?
How's Josh doing today? I saw Josh was in here.
Some of those rounds.
Yeah, they've definitely both come in. You know, they've left nothing out there. They've absolutely gone for it, and it's been a really entertaining game between the two of them. We even got to see a few of those Siege X features, and it's just been a really nice opportunity to have a good look.
Oh yeah, especially seeing that one round that particularly sticks out to me, where they were rushing dirt with the Blackbeard and hit that pipe. That was awesome to see. Really good showcase of the new mechanics and environmental damage.
And I want to say the there we go. I want to say the reveal panel starts at 2. Oh. The wife is silver. Let's go, wife.
Maybe some features that aren't tested in pro matches, but of course can be done for a show match. Leo, what a comeback.
Yeah, a comeback from the organs. You know what? I actually was super excited to see Fabian team up with Doki again, because these two used to trash talk each other so much when they were on the same
4-month
team.
subscriber.
When Fabian was back, you know, as a coach. And I was thinking, you know, for Baby Shark, starting his T1 debut at this tournament, making semi-finals, playing here on the stage in front of a crowd with fucking legends, that's insane.
I mean, speaking of Baby Shark, I'm glad he made the right decision getting out of the EU and playing in NA, because that region sucks right now. So, I mean, the fact that's the reason why he's up here is performance on Wildcard.
Alright, let me do your workout for you real quick. Probably just some overhead triceps. I'm feeling that.
Was the reason Europe won, because he closed out that last game, and without Fabian, the EML has definitely been struggling since then. So maybe
let's do 50 pounds.
Performing and making min steps is on the back of 2 imports.
Well, we just import everything.
I like that guy's jacket he's got there. That's a nice looking jacket.
Start talking to imports with me. For the love of God, let's stick away from the imports conversation.
Alright, here we
An
go.
APAC player that joined in the NAL?
Why
An APAC
can't it do
player?
us like that?
I don't think so.
I don't think there's ever been an APAC player that's gone.
No, Virtue
No,
went to Europe.
Virtue?
He went to
Oh,
Europe.
he went to Europe. Who else?
That's
Not
it.
it.
Jigsaw in Fnatic.
Ah,
That's why I'm an
Jigsaw.
expert and I'm a professional.
The homie. How did I forget?
Well, we're talking NA. I wasn't talking to you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, gentlemen, obviously a little bit of a fun show match. Saw at the end there. Fabian closing things out. I think there's something poetic about that. If you didn't hear the trash talk at the very start, I highly recommend you go back and listen to that. That was actually some of the most impressive trash talk I've ever seen. But we can kind of move on a little bit. Maybe recap everyone at home that might just be tuning in for the grand final, what we saw throughout groups and then heading into playoffs, just to set the seen a little bit more, Leo. If we look all the way back to
Ugh.
I won't say
50
day one,
pounds,
not day one, but
50 reps.
I guess from your perspective, what was the most eye-opening thing?
Yeah, I think there were very different takeaways, right? This phase one starter with the format and the bullets, you had very different strategies. You had the aggressive teams that went down and reloaded as many bullets as they could. Furia was one of them because they could beat any team in the tournament. And you had teams
3 p.m. BRT.
try and learn with a new roster, play against as many international teams as possible, reloading a minimum amount of bullets. Now in the end, you saw some big missing teams here.
What is 3 p.m.?
Right? We've seen M80, we've seen Dark Zero, you know, teams that were supposed to be here in NA that didn't make it.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest
I think
takeaway
that's
is
2,
honestly
right?
The new look of teams that we saw on this main stage, and honestly the resurgence of APAC finally
What?
making it to the main stage. You know, besides Rob, obviously it's really nice to see when every single region is able to compete. The new looks on CJX, there's so many new changes that we got to be able to see and teams be able to abuse. The ban system was the
Am I
biggest thing,
crazy?
for me to
I
take
thought the
away.
reveal panel was at 2.
Creativity between all the teams, what ideology they're going for. Are they just target banning? Are they banning things based off strategy, based on just the map that's going on? I think that was the biggest takeaway.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest takeaway was just the format and how you reload bullets and what that can look like, because we saw teams that didn't understand how the format was supposed to be played. Like you were saying, big teams going out early because they were just trying to play regular Siege. They were just trying to be better than the other team. But you can't do that in the format of how reload was, which is why we even saw some teams that were
That's why we kind of don't like it.
because they took that risk. Elevate, a team, for example, took that risk, put all their bullets, and locked themselves loaded and secured.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I did not like the
one time for the camera
the
to
new
be
format at all. It's too confusing. Doesn't make any sense. Just needs to go back to regular Siege. But it is what it is. Also, drops. Like I said, drops. Make sure you guys are watching. I'll get you guys about an hour and a half, maybe. If the reveal panel actually happens, I don't know. I thought it was today at 2 p.m. EST, but maybe I'm crazy.
We actually lost that 1v1. I think that was the best one for me.
Without kind of, I guess, going in too in-depth in what we've seen in CJX,
Eastern Daylight Time.
what are we excited for moving forward now that we get out of this and into stage 1? This is where things change dramatically.
It is. What?
Again, with CJX and
2 p.m.
environmental ingredients that they've added, it
Right?
reinvents the wheel. And then you add the ban
Yeah,
lists
2
that you
p.m.
talked
Eastern
about.
Daylight
And
Time.
again, when you get into this last phase
Okay,
right
so
here,
it should be
this is where
happening
the
soon.
competition really ramps up, where you're really paying attention to your opponent and what you want to ban. And those bans are so pivotal that we're seeing that teams are taking advantage of, where you can't get away with just the 2 regular bans. You can really counter-strat accordingly, and you've said it 100 times now. Teams that are ready to play and ready to predict the other team and that can adapt on the fly, they're always going to be one step ahead of a team.
I do kind of like the new ban system. I misunderstood it. As far as I can remember, you start off the match, 1 ban. So probably Dokkaebi, Jackal, get him out of here. Or sorry, 1 person bans attack, defense bans attack, attack bans defense. So for me, it's going to be an easy Dokkaebi almost every time. And then if I'm on defense, it just depends on the site.
Something that you have to think about if you're a top level team.
Initially, I was thinking that the new destructible elements
Second
work
would probably be
it is to a degree,
Jackal,
but I've seen way more
or
users
if I'm playing against somebody who's really sweaty, it's either going to be a Twitch or an Ash.
gas tank.
Or potentially Ram. Ram's really annoying too, especially on Chalet. Oh my goodness. I've noticed a lot of people playing Ram on Chalet. It's not fun at all.
Shot to isolate one gunfight in a clutch situation. We sent that a couple of times. The new rappel system abused on bank and on cafe. So many layers of new CJX are actually going to be useful at pro play, but in any kind of casual games as well.
Well, and as a competitor, what I like when they add things and re-innovate things, it's more so the fact that it's not forced. You can use it if you want to use it, if it's there. If you want to get rid of it, it's ability to, but it's not forced. But when it's used in these moments that you're speaking of, it captures such a significant moment that we haven't been able to see in Siege.
One of the things that I kind of had a chat with a few of the APAC players about, because again, I don't really speak to a lot of the EML
APAC
and
guys,
NAL.
you don't have that, you don't have that network, man.
I don't have that network yet. Players, if you want to come and have a chat with me, let me know. But one of the things that the APAC players were saying that they noticed the most, especially in scrims, were those environmental ingredients were actually getting destroyed at the start of rounds before people even had a chance to use it. But I will say, in this tournament, it's not been like that at all. You guys used perfect examples with telestrations to help feed into that things were changing quite dramatically. CJX is going to usher in a different era. The ban bans are incredible to kind of, I guess, add even more complexity to
It adds depth.
It does. It does. It allows you to change things completely, Leo.
And right now, I don't think we've seen that depth in the operator bans as well. I don't think they've been abused nearly enough. I think we've seen many of default bans. I don't know if you see the amount of Kite Bandit combination bans that we've seen at the start. The amount of Blackbird, Monty, Blitz bans as well. Lots of teams are using the new ban system right now to make sure they remove any wall denial or any
Yeah, they're
shields.
probably gonna ban a
We've
lot
not
of
seen
Blackbeard.
enough counter bans, and I think we're gonna see more of that as the teams get used to that operator ban system and develop it during the stage.
We need a little bit more time for the teams to get situated, have their own regional leagues, because absolutely, I mean, the meta going into this tournament was you take 2 shields off the board,
Stop
or you
licking
take
me.
the dial off, and then your third ban, we saw a lot of teams that, under the panic of maybe losing rounds, they would just ban something that was not working for them. You know, we saw yesterday with Wildcard banning the Buck, and it didn't look like a confident ban. So it's going to take a little bit more time for teams to be able to dive deep into what specifically teams are going to be bringing on CJX to be able to abuse it.
Yeah, and one of the things that you talked about yesterday, we saw a Brava and Twitch ban, right? And that impacted an entire round.
Maestro was being played the entire round.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that's a good ban if they're playing a lot of utility like that.
But I guess now that we start to move forward a little bit more, we've got the panel coming up, gentlemen. Now we've seen many
Yes,
panels
please.
over our time. I want to get not predictions, but I want to get what you'd love to see change in the game.
Well, what I've seen on Twitter already is we saw Clash. So I really want to see what that rework is going to be, because it is going to change the game, in my opinion, how you're going to approach Clash, where we saw. So I am very curious to see what that Siege panel is going to bring, but every Siege panel I think so far that we've seen today and today's day and age has been great.
Yeah, it's always very cinematic. It's always very exciting. I mean, the community loves seeing what Siege has to bring, and now with Siege,
That guy's hair is
I think
so
the biggest
crazy,
takeaway for
bro.
me really just has to be the fluidity of maps in the way that they look, the way that they feel, just limitlessness, just making it that much closer to making things agile, perfect to do.
Yeah, and I think looking at CJX right now, we only have 5 maps that have been reworked, so I kind of want to know what are the next maps that are going to get reworked, because Bank is absolutely beautiful, Water is beautiful, so I want to see the rest as well. And I think it's the 10 years of Siege. That's the big story for me. In December, it's going to be 10 years. What's on the roadmap for that 10-year anniversary? That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, the priority, I guess, now shifts into the conversation for CJX and moving forward, because there is so much that can now be added to this game that we never would have been able to see prior to this. But gentlemen, thank you very much for sitting here and having a wonderful chat with me. We're looking forward to getting underway with the rest of the action. But before we do, we're going to go to a short break. We'll see you on the other side with the live panel.
Hey, I'm ready for this, bro. Interesting architecture. I've been to Cuba, I've been to Puerto Rico. I've seen a lot of architecture like this. It's really pretty and kind of remarkable how they build some of these things. And yeah, sometimes the streets, especially in like the more rundown cities, are like just crazy. Like the streets there are just people walking, bikes flying by, all types of stuff. It's crazy. I hope they got permission to do drone footage of those people. Like, look at that, it's so pretty. It really is. Where's the giant Jesus statue? Are they gonna show that? I can't remember what that thing is called. Oh, I see it on the bottom there, on the bottom right hand corner. Oh. Google Maps. Oh, it's just called Christ the Redeemer. Where's it at? That's a nice looking place though. Really nice venue. Ooh, look at that. That's some really neat architect they have going there. They're not gonna show a picture of the statue? I would have thought they would have shown a picture of the statue. Alright. I think this is where we're about to go. Yep. They changed the ping colors, or ping icon-ish. K9 drone. This might just be a commercial. Yes, I do have the Wamai Elite. Thank you, Ubisoft. It's gotta be one of my favorite Elite animations. I wish they would have added that little like news thing at the bottom though. That would be funny. Director of Acquisitions. Okay, now I think we're about to get into the reveal panel.
No, probably not the faces you were hoping for, but we've just got a small delay for the live panel, so we're going to sit here and break down a little bit more of what we've seen. A big discussion that we had, gentlemen, off stage, and I guess kind of coming into the finals was the fact that EML, NAL, we're not really seeing a lot of those teams here compete, especially on main stage. Leo, well, now I get to throw dirt at all of you because you're all from those regions.
That moment. That's not going to
live in the moment.
I'm going to enjoy it because we had 3 APAC teams here, but let's just talk about it really quickly. Are you at all concerned?
I'm not concerned. You had to wait 10 years to see an APAC team on that stage. You know, I have had that for almost every year now for 10 years, so I will be fine with an European team not being in grand finals for now. I will say the big story is that every region should team up against Brazil because they're still on top of the world.
Yep.
They still have the most talent, and at some point we've got to ask ourselves the question: what is costing our regions? Why aren't we back to the top anymore? And I think one of the big discussions has been the grassroots. I don't think we've been developing grassroots enough. We've not been looking for talents and developing it. Brazil has had loads of LAN events, loads of official matches, loads of moments and good quality of scrims to improve, and that's something that have been missing in other regions that we need to develop right now.
Absolutely, taking the T2 level of it seriously.
He really wanted to say something.
We had to get Baby Shark, you know, so we pulled the next generation of
You
Europe.
had to get me as well.
Well, I mean, that was
that didn't go well. So I'm just not gonna say that.
I mean, I wouldn't be too worried if you're North America or EU right now, just because it takes a little bit of time for teams to get developed. I know a lot of teams in those regions have recently made roster changes too, whereas Furia didn't really make any changes. W7M did get Palu, but he was from, you know, Liquid. He's a storied player, so a lot of the changes in North America and EU have been really full restructures. besides Falcons, you know?
But
And so
that's
that's
where I'm going to have to disagree with you two in talking about the grassroots system, because what's been a great system for the SAL teams is the fact that they've stayed together. When you look at the top teams,
Yeah.
you look at FaZe, you look at Furia, even if they aren't finding that success, I mean, FaZe is a prime example. They've gone through their renditions throughout the year, but consistently as of, I mean, what, the last 2-3 years,
Yep.
they've stayed the exact same roster. And then even for Furia, they got off to a good start, had a solid year, the best year that any team has ever had in history, and then they kind of fell off. They weren't finding that same success, but they haven't made any changes, and they're here back on a grand final. So I can attest saying, you know, the grassroots.
it's
I
FaZe,
can't really
FaZe and
agree.
Furia you're mentioning. Where is W7M coming from? From Brazilian grassroots. Where is Loud coming from? Brazilian grassroots. Once again, they have so much talent that they've developed, and that's why they've got such a big variety of style. And it's because they've got that variety of huge.
And we just want the road map,
and get consistently better.
please.
Absolutely. I mean, that was the biggest issue with APAC, was the fact that there wasn't really much.
Wonder what that
practice
guy's
or
talking
tournament
about.
Teams for you to get better, so all of their preparation came from practicing in tournaments, and they use that as a learning experience. And hey, 10 years later, we finally got a team to be able on the main stage. I think that's something to say for it. Now, as for NA and EU, I mean, you can't be worried. I do agree with Lax to a certain extent of longevity in rosters. I feel like in North America, you play one bad event, or you know, you look at somebody on your team the wrong way, and instantly, you're gone. We don't want to deal with you. So a lot of
Yep.
teams just don't
That's
like
because
to
NA,
play
North
players.
American culture, especially US culture, is like,
Which is at the same time.
get out, get in, get out, get in.
Something going on.
What happened after the when he said that? I just like it just ringed in my ear. Like we looked at a player, we got rid of him.
Fox comments?
So wildcard, brand new roster pretty much. I mean, sometimes changes do make teams better, but at the end of the day, working through your issues, understanding the level of the issue. Is it the player? Is it just some type of
Kai's been banned 66 times. Poor guy.
The best is the effort. You can feel the atmosphere with all the Brazilian teams.
And how about the international events that we've got coming up? Munich, Paris, we're going back to Europe. We're feeling the love from our home country. Oh no, Lax, go. I saw how excited
Hey,
you
I
were.
was going to say great memories, especially in Germany. I mean, one, I visited Gamescom super early on. I actually beat you guys. Didn't we play you guys? I think.
No,
we
played.
We didn't play you guys. But anyways, was in
Gamescom.
No, Cologne. We were in Cologne for Gamescom, and then we were in Berlin. I got dropped there, but it was still a good experience. I still enjoyed all of Germany, and the fact we're gonna be back there again in Munich, I'm excited for it personally.
Who took that decision, by the way, after Berlin? Who dropped Laxing? Putting you in the spot here.
Who made the decision to drop Lax? I mean, it was a team decision at the end of the day.
I see how he does it.
We had to run the numbers a little bit. What happens if something else happens in Munich?
You know what? What I'm going to say is we actually have a clip from a very, very long time ago. Maybe not that long ago. Do you remember when you used to play Fox?
That Blackbeard shield is so cool.
No.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look, a completely different game. It's not even the same. We're not even looking at the same thing anymore.
Oh, that's you beating the grand finals team right now.
Yeah, that was us beating Cyclops.
How'd you go there?
What was that Australian talk?
It's... Oh, wait, we actually get to see you. You haven't changed at all, unfortunately.
What a
I can't
great
even take the
haircut.
piss.
No, definitely a better haircut. I think so.
Oh, can we actually cut back? Can
better.
you just go on the side? Like literally, all it is just a
That
mullet
doesn't
at
look
the
like.
back.
Oh wow.
Turn to the side for us. Turn to the side. We want to see it.
Yeah, Lax looks kind of different in that video.
He kind of looks like a bird came into his hair and just...
We got third. Just after replacing you, we got top 3. That was definitely a moment. We were like,
Just after replacing you, we got top 3.
Event for the rest of the year.
I'm gonna be honest, I was praying on their downfall, and realistically, they didn't place any higher than when we were on the team, because we placed 3rd, 4th back in what, 2019?
2019.
Yeah, 2019. So I was, trust me, at home, I was sitting there like lose. Every time they were getting closer.
Right, Leo. When's the last time you made main stage?
I think it was really major 2019 in August.
And how high did you get?
I think it was top 8. I lost in 4th.
Nice.
That hurts. That hurts a lot. And of course,
Hey, they're adding Siege Cup, you know.
have a dig somewhere. I'll tell you what, you probably don't want to see me compete whatsoever. It's a little bit terrifying, but obviously SI coming up over in Paris, your
Ace.
beautiful hometown.
You gotta
194 bans for Grim?
How about we all stop?
Alright, so if you want to pronounce it, usually you start by not choking on yourself. Okay. You don't go
Ace 262.
No, but then it doesn't make
Wow.
Yeah, Paris. Paris. Va à Paris. We're going to Paris.
Paris.
Say a little croissant.
Paris. Croissant. That's how I would
Coming
say it.
back to Paris events, going back to French events for Rainbow Six Siege. I don't know if you guys remember.
Oh,
the
here we go.
Paris Major.
I remember.
Was amazing.
Oh, yeah, I
The crowd was crazy, and I'm gonna say this for an aside. It's gonna be amazing.
It certainly is, but no more amazing than what we've got coming up next. It is the live panel.
I'm really excited for this one. I got a feeling the day one patch for this is gonna be like literally installing a whole new game. Alright, boys. Three, 2, 1. Let's go. There's all the guys. They got the anti-cheat guy up there too?
Welcome to the year 10 roadmap
Yeah.
reveal. Live from Rio. Brasil. Muito obrigado por nos receber. E uma honra estar aqui com vocês.
He probably practiced that a lot.
I'm Alex Carpazes, creative director on Siege, and I'm here with Joshua Mills, game director, and Christopher Budgeon, live content director. Today is a big moment for Siege, as we're weeks away from a new era evolving the game we all love. The past few days, we watched the first ever SiegeX esports competition, and it's been exciting for the whole team to watch the changes come to life.
Yeah, and normally watching this pro scene keeps us on the edge of our seats. But this time, it hits a little different. Seeing all the hard work the team's been putting into SiegeX live on stage makes this an incredible moment. Now, I'm not about to get all emotional again, but this does mark a defining moment for the game. We've set ourselves up for the next 10 years of Siege.
He's about to cry.
We've done this all while staying true to what makes Siege unique. Today, we're here to look ahead beyond the launch of SiegeX. The Year 10 roadmap lays out what's next. Seasons of updates, new features, and of course, our promise of long-term support for this game and the Siege community.
And it's that same community that knows what makes Siege so special isn't just how it plays, it's how it keeps changing. We're going to show you how that continues across Year 10 with updates built for longtime veterans, returning players, and those jumping into Siege for the first time.
Okay.
It all starts with Season 2, launching with SiegeX on June 10th.
That's right, Christopher. And the launch is also about reinforcing our commitment to creating a competitive, fair, and fun environment for everyone. With SiegeX and R6 Shield Guard, we're reinforcing our commitment to a fair and competitive environment. It
Nice.
is a constant effort and one where we're gaining ground every day. To walk you through the updates and give you a clear look at what R6 Shield Guard will mean in Year 10, here's Adrian Fress.
Adrian Fress.
With our 6 Shield Guard, we're stepping into SiegeX fully prepared. Over the past year, we've put systems in place that reshaped the fight against cheating, making Siege fairer and safer for everyone. Some of those tools are visible, like cheater match cancellation. Others work quietly in the background. Security upgrades, gameplay-based detections, data-driven bans. Together, they're making a real difference. And players are noticing. Cheat reports are trending down. With Year 10 Season 1, we introduced a new hardening tech, boosting security without impacting
The
performance. We've also
binary
created a
hardening.
exploit on PC and console. Thanks to Shield Guard and BattleEye working in sync, we're not only banning more cheaters, we're also banning them faster. With Season 2 and the launch of SiegeX, we're raising the bar for game security. We've also introduced new tampering detections, building on the tech upgrades for Season 1, while digging deep to patch key vulnerabilities. The result? A major security update, dropping right at launch. And as always,
Okay.
we'll keep rolling out improvements throughout the season. But the biggest game changer in Season 2, our 6 Shield Guard, our new unified anti-cheat system, is now fully dynamic, pushing updates live to stay ahead of cheat makers. At any point in the season, we can push a new game executable directly to players. Every single new
Nice.
executable changes security measures, so cheat makers have to adapt again. This puts cheat developers in a constant race, making it harder and more expensive to make cheats. That means fewer cheats available and for shorter windows of time. As we move forward, player protection remains our top priority. With our 6 Shield Guard, we're staying proactive, continuously updating to stay ahead of cheat makers. For the rest of year 10, we'll keep delivering security updates with every patch. We're working with pro players and the wider community to further refine our system and push into new territories, such as AI detection, gameplay violation, and the next evolution of Monstra.
Hey,
So
please.
don't just yet. But notice, we are in it for the long haul, and we are not going anywhere.
Ban the Zimmers.
Our 6 Shield Guard gives us the ability to protect Siege in real time.
Oh, I like his
deploying
shoes.
updates whenever needed. That's why the launch of Siegex will be the most secure in the game's history, upholding fair play and sportsmanship while taking the fight to cheaters head on. On the other side of the equation, the anti-toxicity team has seen a sharp decline in toxic players. This year, we're going even further to improve communication and refine how the game responds to disruptive players. To break down what's coming in year 10, here's Lanslow Satche.
Lanslow. They holding all these people in like a prison to work?
As we launch EJX, we are entering a new era. One where the game isn't just more competitive, but more respectful and secure for both long-time players and newcomers. Back in March, we fully activated the new reputation system, and it's already making an impact. The number of negative actions per match is constantly decreasing, leading to a safer environment. On the other side, we are seeing more positive actions in-game. Meanwhile, players are using text chat more often, and abusive language continues to drop. Additionally, we have introduced stronger consequences for repetitive toxic behavior. Dishonorable players who continue to receive negative units now face automatic suspension. And if their bad behavior continues, they will be flagged for manual review and permanent ban. And we are not stopping there. Our priorities for the rest of year 10 are clear. Voice chat moderation. This
Okay,
will be
that's a good
one
one.
of the most important upgrade yet. Built on everything we have learned from automated text chat moderation and designed to be fair, effective, and player first. Privacy settings improvements. All privacy features are coming to console.
Hey, that's
Giving you
good.
control of your identity each match. And one improvement across all platforms. Nicknames will be automatically generated for each game. Abandon penalty improvement. We are reworking abandon penalties, making them
Good.
less punishing for one-offs and tougher for players who abandon matches regularly. In-game reports improvements. We
Okay,
have
yes,
more
please.
detailed reporting option and better
Yes.
visibility on what happens after you hit report. New reputation system actions. We are introducing new positive and negative behaviors to better reflect how you play and how you treat each other. We are proud of the progress we have made together. Toxicity is decreasing, not just because of the
I
system
hope
we have
at
built,
some point
but
they
because of the
add
choices
something
you
that's
have
like an
made.
offset.
And we are not done. We'll keep refining these systems to strike the right balance, protecting players while honoring Siege's competitive edge and culture. So keep
Yeah, so like I hope they make
Stay
it at some
positive
point like an
and make
offset, because
Siege
like I have like 110, 114 positive actions, but I have 25 negative units. And most of them are not my fault. I have team killed like once or twice on purpose, but like everything else is not my fault. And there's no way to get back to exemplary or even esteemed within another 100 matches. It's impossible. I'm not playing 100 matches in like 30 days.
The rest of the updates for year 10. In Season 1, Operation Prep Phase, you had the chance to change the flow of engagements with our newest attacker, Aurora. While you were doing that, the team was behind the scenes in the dark preparing everything for this next era of Siege. And now, we're stepping into the light with Season 2, Operation Daybreak. starting with a
Hey.
recap of what we shared at our CJAX showcase.
CJX is the biggest evolution we've ever made for the game, and we've already shared a lot of the details from our showcase last March. Let's start with a big one, free access.
That's good.
Beginning June 10th, we're opening the doors to even more players, making it easier than ever to jump into Siege with friends and an improved onboarding experience. Next up, Dual Front, our new
I really wish I got a chance to play that, man.
that mixes attackers and defenders in the district map.
We're modernizing 5 maps: Bank, Clubhouse, Border, Chalet, and Cafe, all updated with improved detail, lighting, and materials.
I want to see the cafe
We're
one.
adding new destructible ingredients, fire extinguishers, gas pipes, and metal detectors that open up new strategic opportunities to shift the momentum of a round.
Better movement controls while rappelling and on the ground. Advanced rappel improvements allow sprinting and turning corners. Core movement now carries momentum, bringing more fluidity to the game.
We're revamping the pick and ban system, giving each team more control and making
Momentum.
every decision more strategic.
For quicker callouts, new communication wheel enables
That's good.
accessible
Yeah, I like
communication
that.
for everyone.
Also, it's time we brought a much requested feature to the game, Weapon Inspect.
Yep.
To let you flex your favorite skins and charms at any time. Whether it's mid-match or in the final kill cam after a clutch moment.
Oh, you can do it in the kill cam? Oh, no, I understand.
While we're welcoming new players, we haven't forgotten about those who have been with us from the start. That's why we're introducing veteran rewards as a special way to celebrate your time.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
We're also bringing back unranked, giving players more choice.
Yes.
How they experience competitive
Please,
play.
unranked. I love that.
To round it all out, we're overhauling the audio system, making it more precise, more immersive, and more reliable.
That's good. Good changes, good changes.
All right. We covered a lot of new features coming to CJX. Everything we announced at the showcase brings so much change and creativity to CJX. And yes, we did keep some surprises. Josh, how about we talk about the world the pros compete in?
Absolutely. Siege Esports is bigger than ever. With leagues across every major region, stacked teams, packed arenas, and fans showing up around the world, this scene is thriving. It's exciting, it's emotional, it's the best of Siege. Hell, it's the reason we're here live in Rio de Janeiro!
Very true, very true.
We wanted to bring that passion and energy closer to every player. For the first time ever, esports has a home inside the game. The new
Look at
esports
that.
app will be your way to stay up to date on the scene right from
Nice. That's really cool. Really, really cool.
You'll find the landing page highlighting what matches are live. A full schedule with filters so you can keep track of matches in your region's local league just as easily as matches in global competitions. And an info page to give you a global picture of what CG Esports is all about. But the pros all started somewhere, which is why we've made major changes for new players jumping into the game. Christopher, what's the plan?
Well, our focus was making the game more welcoming for new recruits. This season introduces a smarter, more rewarding way to learn and progress with 40 new beginner challenges, unlocking
Was that
at
T-Huh?
each clearance level up to level 20. This will help new players focus on what matters as they level up.
Leveling your clearance level now feels more rewarding. You'll earn 1,000 renown with every level, an alpha pack every 10 levels, and new players will unlock modes and operators as they progress.
Nice.
We've completely revamped the clearance level progression. If you're level 100 or higher, your clearance level will be adjusted to a new XP curve, meaning you'll level up faster and more often.
Awesome.
And as for training, we've replaced the beginner versus AI with a new enlisted playlist, featuring a smaller pool of maps and operators for a smoother learning curve. Returning players will also have access to a new field training playlist, where you can customize your training experience, choosing
That's
the map and
awesome.
settings.
That's awesome. That's
And
good
these
stuff.
aren't basic bots. Our AI is trained using real player behaviors, giving you the chance to practice with updated gadgets and real siege scenarios.
That's
And
dope.
one more note.
I love
If
AI.
you're
It's
coming
just
back
really fun to
ranked
play
after some time
sometimes.
away, we've added skill decay, which lowers your skill rating after 90 days of being away from the game. It's all
Okay.
about easing you back in to the competitive ranked experience. There's never been a better time than to jump into Siege right now.
And when you jump into Siege X, you'll notice immediately we've rebuilt the entire UI. All of it is faster, cleaner, and designed to help you get to where you want to go without friction. And visually, it's aligned with the new Siege X look, modern and bold. Josh, how about you show us what that looks
Hey,
like?
yes sir, please. I love
See
that.
with the core dual front tabs, the new hub system is dynamic and modular, allowing us to
I love that
customize
new
each
career
one
tab.
seasonally and show relevant information directly in them.
Very nice, very
The
nice.
system can scale and adjust as needed. Like for example, if we really wanted to bring back a fan favorite event in Season 2, we would simply have to activate the new event tab. With that, dust off your cowboy hats and get ready to step back into the 3v3 action because Showdown is back.
Yes sir. Nice. Showdown was fun.
Showdown won't be the only event in Season 2 because starting now, every season will feature 2 limited time events.
Hey, nice. That's good.
Jumping from events to another part of the menu that will get a UI update. The Battle Pass navigation system has been redesigned to be more intuitive. The map-like progression menu can be panned and zoomed with your mouse, which lets you focus on the path you want to take to the rewards you want to unlock.
And if you're chasing
Very nice,
cosmetics,
very nice.
2 new animated rewards are waiting for you in this season's Battle Pass. We're also introducing new challenges to support different player goals, whether you're focused on progression, onboarding, or competition. That includes the progression tracker to track your Battle Pass objectives, new onboarding challenges, and progress towards unlocking exclusive dual front skins. Operator skins are a great way to show off within a match.
I'm not a fan of the
But
exclusive
Alex,
dual
I
front
think we're
skins
going
though.
further, letting our operators interact with each other at the beginning of a round.
That's right. Both the
Oh?
audio and universe team has been hard at work bringing more personality to our operators while they're
Hey,
We're
that's
introducing
cool.
Operator Banter, a brand new audio feature that brings operator dialogue into matches. Hearing the characters we love interacting with one another adds so much to their identity.
You'll hear lines triggered naturally at the beginning of rounds, short exchanges, reactions, and moments of tension between characters. It adds personality, context, and just the right amount of drama.
Here's a taste of what you can expect.
I'm sure Kudos will love this.
Don't worry about the shells, Doc. I'm their physician.
Good. I don't think I'd be able to find a vein anyway.
Wow, yes, that's awesome.
Locate and defuse a bomb.
I gave you an easy out. All you needed to do was stay asleep.
I don't give up, and I never will.
That's cool. I like that.
I'm warning you now. With some of the stuff Deimos says to Team Rainbow, that dude becomes even more punchable. You'll start
Okay.
to hear more variations across different operators within future updates. We're rolling out a wide range of scenarios that players will discover organically over time. It's all about adding that extra spark of life to every round you play and bringing the universe of Siege into the game. Now, it's time to get a little analytical. Stats are essential to learn and grow in Siege, and the career tab has been missing something that can help with that.
The Career Stats Tracker will go live with Siege X.
Nice.
Personal performance menu, fully integrated into the Career tab.
That's awesome.
That's right. It is the place to access your match history, identify your strengths, and track your performance. Stats are
Awesome.
broken down across ranked, unranked, and quick match game modes, with dual front and more coming in the future.
You can even filter by season, so you can see your evolution over time. A well-known content creator once said, Siege isn't just about your KD, and he is right. Now you can check your KOST, kill, objective, survive, trade, just like the pros, and measure your consistency and round impact the way they do.
Awesome.
Your progress matters, and with these
We've been
tools,
missing
you
that
have what it takes to
KOST
climb the
for a
most
while.
competitive playlists of the game. Like, for example, Siege Cup. All right, Brazil, this one's for you. We could tell you what's next, but instead, let's hand it over to someone the Brazilian Siege community knows very well.
Fala galera, é o seguinte, hein? Estou aqui para avisar que dia 24 de maio, pela primeira vez no sábado, tá bom? Teremos o Siege Cup. E eu vou montar um squad, né? Temos que montar.
Peraí, mano, mas tá muito difícil, mano, de carregar, mano. Papo reto, mano. Tua nômade já não funciona mais. Mano, pelo amor de Deus.
Vocês são bagre pra
caramba.
Irmão, irmão, vocês são bagre pra caramba, meu irmão. Eu vou chamar. Vou avançar a passarela. Cai na trap aqui, família. O cara tá com o pixel de baixo. Pô, vai tomar no seu cu, mano. Olha o que esse cara tá jogando, mano. Eu vou chamar umas máquinas pra carregar nós. Aceita, aceita.
This is funny.
Meu Deus do céu, thanks, God, thanks.
Esse time aqui tá muito forte, cara.
Agora sim. Tá bom. Finalmente temos um time, tá bom? Boa noite a todos e até a próxima.
Okay. More consistent Siege Cups.
That's right, you heard it from Raza first. Siege Cup is stepping up, and it will now be available on select weekends throughout the season, giving players regular chances to jump into high-stakes competition. New content will be arriving in the competitive packs each season, giving you even more reason to win and stand out. And to give you something to show for it, we're adding exclusive Siege Cup badges. Earned only through participation in victories, these are designed to spotlight the best of the best. Now Josh, to be the best, you need to know the balance.
I like how Josh is bald.
The gadgets, the systems.
Yes, please. This is what I really wanted to know.
Season 2 hits, and we took the time to prepare for it. In Year 10, Season 1, we held off on major balancing updates. This allows us to have stable data leading into the launch of Siege X. New elements like destructible ingredients, momentum-based movement, and advanced repel all impact the balance of the game, so it was critical to start with a strong foundation.
With all that in place, balancing updates are back on the menu for Season 2. Some of you already spotted a few balancing changes during the reload competition, and you are right. We've been testing and tuning, and now is the time to break it all down. Let's dive into the system update the team's been cooking up.
We will be implementing a reduction to our global limb damage multiplier. What this means is that shots to the limbs will do less damage overall, and the damage will vary, as you'd expect, depending on the caliber of the weapon. This adjustment will reward those with high mechanical skills that consistently land their center of mass and headshots. Electricity is also becoming a neutral element. Like fire, electricity will no longer differentiate which side of the fight you're on. It will now happily destroy any electronic gadget that touches it. Here's how it works. If you're vaulting, rappelling, standing on any electrified surface, or placing a gadget on one, you will be shocked.
I think Mage burned
When
himself.
shocked, operators are slowed and shout out in pain, but no damage will be dealt.
Good.
If you are not doing any of these things, you'll be fine. Mute jammers can be safely placed next to electrified walls, and mechanical gadgets like Mirror's Black Mirror will not be destroyed when placed on them. All right, that's enough systems talk. Alex, Chris, how about some operator updates?
We'll be tuning our ballistic shields going into Season 2.
Okay.
Aiming down sights will now be cancelled during the vaulting animation for shield users. This will bring down their lethality and force them to think twice before making riskier, aggressive moves.
That's a fair trade.
We'll be making more changes. The sound effects of the glass panel moving up and down on the hull adaptive shield have been enhanced, in order to provide more clarity of his shield's state.
They darkened
The
it.
glass itself has been tinted to make it easier to see when the shield is down or still extended. A big shout out to the community for this suggestion.
And since we're speaking of operators, let's list a few more updates coming to some of them. To reduce frustration when facing off against Jackal, we've introduced some changes.
Okay.
Footprints will immediately be removed after a scan, and the operator detected will be revealed with only one hunter mark. This makes it more interesting for Jackal to hunt his prey instead of revealing them. Jaeger's active defense system will now be able to detect and destroy Capitão's bolts and Gridlock's track stingers.
That's good for
Thunderbird's
him.
Kona stations will no longer heal enemies, unless hawked by Brava, of course. And Sledge? Well, Sledge will be able to use his hammer to knock a shield user on their ass if they decide to.
Let's go. That's clutch. Good stuff with that one. That's a good one.
Okay. So we've talked about changes coming to our operators and some gameplay systems. But what about this season's operator? We'll be taking this opportunity to remaster someone who made their first appearance back in Operation Grimsky. We're updating Clash.
Let's hear it. It looked like Sledge broke her shield too.
Much like Blackbeard's remaster, the team went back to the core of the operator and rebuilt her from the ground up, keeping what worked and improving what didn't. Clash will be returning to the field with her redesigned CCE Shield Mark II, and it's packing some new functionality.
First, Clash's movement has been greatly enhanced as her shield can now collapse and expand automatically
Hey.
on the situation.
Very
It
nice.
will collapse while she sprints, crouches, vaults, and even dashes through barricades. It will remain extended when standing and moving around. She now has access to the free look feature similar to that of our other shield users, allowing her to have better situational awareness.
Good, good.
The taser on her shield will no longer do damage because of our electricity update, but will still shock and slow opponents when activated. The biggest change comes with how she can now deploy and anchor her riot shield in the ground. This means Clash not only can play off her own shield, but she also gets the added benefit of moving faster because she's no longer carrying it. If you find her shield deployed in the field, don't underestimate it, because a new trick Clash has is the ability to activate the taser remotely, springing a trap on unsuspecting opponents. To counter this, it's important to know that when the shield is deployed, it is vulnerable to explosives and anyone who can get close enough to it and bash through it. We look forward to seeing how you reintroduce Clash into your lineups.
It looked like her slow effect was slowed down
All this
too.
time covering the huge changes to Siege with Operation Daybreak, and Season 2 is the best time to jump into the game. But now, it's time to look further ahead with a first look at the Year 10 roadmap and what's
Cuban up. Cuban up. Cuban up. Come on. Give me a Cuban up. Defender, dual front, updates, 3 more modernized apps, a new weapon.
New faces joining the Team Rainbow roster.
He's a defender, he's from Switzerland, and we are
Oh,
anticipating
Switz.
some pretty insane plays to come from all of you when you get your hands on his new gadget. He may be in the shadows now, but in Season 3, he's going to unlock your creativity with the way you defend.
I really love what this gadget brings to defense, but our Season 3 operator will also bring a little extra hardware to their loadout.
We know how everyone loves a new weapon added to the arsenal of tools at your disposal.
Yes.
This one fits so well with the destructive nature of Siege.
Is it an
We'll be able to
LMG?
use this new weapon when our Swiss operator launches in Season 3, and we can promise this, it packs a punch.
The new operator will bring fresh developments to the story of Siege, something you'll be able to play with an update to Dual Front. A new neutral sector assignment will introduce unique mechanics tied to lore-driven objectives that can swing the outcome of a match in Dual Front.
Okay.
The team is already hard at work on this, and they wanted to share some concept art that sets the tone for the next chapter. Take a look.
New seasonal assignments bring a lot to Dual Front. In addition, each season features 2 seasonal operator rotations, shifting the meta and introducing new exclusive
Looks like they're
cosmetics through
attacking
monthly
the
challenges.
cover up
Monitoring it all closely,
area
delivering balanced
that
updates
Kira's
more
Legion
specifically
is,
for Dual
has.
Front. But Dual Front isn't the only map that's getting updated in Season 3. Alex, which maps are we modernizing next?
Oh, whoa, hold on. We'll get to that. As a reminder, one of the biggest goals for CJX is to bring every part of the game up to the standards players expect.
Season 3 continues to push to modernize iconic maps with improved lighting and new destructible ingredients, all while preserving what makes them special.
House rework?
But that's all we're saying with the new modernized maps today, right?
Yeah, that was the plan, but come on, we gotta show them a little something.
Who wants to see more?
House? House is like one of the most iconic ones. Consuelate, Nighthaven, Labs, yep. Lair. Okay. I hope they change Consulate a little bit, because it's kind of a meh map, honestly. The lighting for some of these though looks amazing. Really nice lighting. Pretty. I like that.
Nighthaven, Lair, and Consulate are all getting the full modernized treatment in Season 3. As you know, these maps are part of the competitive pool and will have an impact on playlists like Siege Cup.
That's right. Season 3 will also bring new improvements in our plans for Siege Cup. Inspect Squad Stats now allows you to inspect your opponent's team before the match even begins. Everything from the ops played to KOST, it'll be your chance to plan smarter, counter better, and make every round count.
We also wanted to give you more opportunities to play Siege Cup. Starting in Season 3, Siege Cup will be available every weekend.
Oh, nice. That's good with the badge changes.
That means more matches with your squad, more competitive points, and more opportunities to prove you've got what it takes.
Scouting your enemies, playing every weekend, with over 14,000 winning teams so far, Season 3 is turning Siege Cup into a true proving ground.
While Siege Cup is where you'll bring your A game, the esports tab helps you follow the pros at the highest level. That experience will keep evolving in Season 3, with a focus on making competitive Siege easier to follow for everyone. Each Tier 1 competition will have its own dedicated page, so you can follow every league, every region, and every match with ease.
Nice.
We're also giving key events their own spotlight.
Good stuff.
You'll find dedicated pages for every major, and of course, the 6 Invitational. And to tie it all together, we're adding a new page for global standings. So now you can see exactly how teams are performing across the season.
I wonder what everybody's clapping for.
Towards SI qualification. The most competitive tier of Siege keeps on growing, and now the esports tab is ready to grow with it. And we said, to be the best, you need to know the balance of Siege. Hey Josh, it's coming to balancing in Season 3.
Season 3 balancing
More?
focused on reviewing the new data from the massive launch of CJX, as well as listening to all of you. On top of that, we're still going to deliver additional updates. We will be diversifying a number of loadouts this season by reissuing one of our newer weapons to multiple operators.
Gone 6 or the bailiff?
Give you more control over how you play your favorite operators and allow more access to
Or pocket
weapons that were
AMPs.
once exclusive to a single operator.
P10?
Horizon, a recruit update, and plans to explore magnified scopes on defense.
Before we wrap up Season 3, this Halloween, the horrors found a new home. Some of you might recognize this fan favorite map, but something still feels cursed. And don't worry, the bathroom is not haunted in Doctor's Curse this year.
It's time to move to the next and final season of the year, Season 4. This season, we will be bringing another operator remaster focused on one of our Pathfinder attackers, who will receive a full update, refreshing their gameplay,
That's Sledge?
enhancing their role in the Siege
Or not Sledge, Thatcher.
The goal with this remaster is to raise the skill ceiling with this operator and unlock more thoughtful, creative strategies throughout the entire round.
Yeah, that's Thatcher.
Along with remastered operator, we're bringing some new firepower that will enhance some operators' loadouts. What's the plan, Josh?
Similar to how we're redistributing one of our newer weapons in Season 3, we're introducing something slightly different in Season 4. A new weapon, available for multiple operators when it's released. This allows us to open up new potential playstyles for the receiving ops and even influence squad lineups. Those new squad lineups will be headed into a few more modernized maps in Season 4. Chris, where are we going?
2 more maps are being modernized in Season 4. Theme Park and Skyscraper.
Okay.
First look at Skyscraper. Now
Oh wow, that's beautiful. Wow. Yeah, Skyscraper has the potential to be absolutely gorgeous.
It's a bold update to a classic setting made for Siege X.
Beautiful.
And on top of those 2, we are delivering a full map rework. That means completely rewriting and modernizing a map that isn't in our current competitive pool.
House.
This map will be elevated directly into the ranked pool.
House. 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 Oh, they're not going to talk about. Man.
And reports are coming in that the Carries Legion are invading the target drill.
We've heard that you
T-Hunt?
want more than just static dummies to train against. So now you'll clear moving Carries Legion targets positioned just like real defenders, navigating key rooms so you can learn the map layout, giving you the instincts you need for live matches. And if you want to know the location of stairs, cameras, and destructible ingredients, you can toggle the guidance on or off anytime.
We're also adding AI allies to both enlisted and field training to give players the real squad experience.
Nice.
On top of this,
good stuff.
We'll be testing out a new tool, introducing the mini-map in our training playlists.
Ooh. That's nice.
That's right. This new perspective will help players navigate faster and gain that crucial map knowledge.
And that's not all. Season 4 will bring more updates across the board. We have improvements to ranked matchmaking, a new assignment in dual front, continued work on balancing, like revamping our EMP and jamming systems, even shaking up our hard breacher balancing. Additionally, we will have updates to the esports tab. And Siege Cup will continue to be available every weekend, giving players even more chances to compete.
I like this so far.
A new playlist called Testing Grounds, available directly in-game, built to explore new ideas, gather your feedback, and shape the future of Siege together. Our first Testing Grounds topic, speed and armor. There's a lot more coming, and we'll be sharing those details soon.
Oh, I think I understand what's going on.
See it all together? Here it is, the complete Year 10 roadmap. 4 seasons, 4 major steps forward for Siege, with new content, more events, and impactful features, improving the experience of the game that you love with even more to come. This is the new foundation for the next 10 years of Siege.
Good stuff, good stuff.
The next 10 years starts with Siege X. Every season builds on it. Every update pushes the experience further. This is the future we're building with you.
Whether you've been with us since day 1, returning from a short break, or just jumping into Siege as a new recruit, this is the best time to play Siege. There's still something we need to highlight.
Oh.
As you can see on the roadmap, 2 events are lined up for Season 4. One of them will be in December and marks a huge milestone for us. The 10th anniversary of Rainbow Six Siege.
Yes. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Something crazy, right?
That's 10 years of clutch plays, unforgettable moments, and a community that's still here, still pushing Siege forward. For a moment like this, we're planning something special. The 10-year anniversary in-game event will highlight moments that celebrate Siege and this incredible community.
10 years of Siege, and we're just getting started.
We can't wait for you to get your hands on what's coming, starting with the launch of Siege X.
The test server will be available on PC in 2 days, starting on May 20th. So
Awesome.
jump in, test the new content, and help us shape the future of Siege.
Are they gonna say something about console test server?
From all of us on the Siege team, thank you for your passion, your feedback, your support, and your love for this game.
SiegeX launches June 10th, where the next chapter starts with all of you. Thank you.
Nice.
Obrigado.
Okay. Think that's everything?
Some utterly incredible changes.
Yeah, so that's everything. Let's back up and pull up the roadmap here, and let's talk about it for a second. There we go. Okay, so Clash for sure, nice changes. I like it. I like how you can actually like just get rid of her shield. I'm wondering is if you like frag her, does it bust the shield as well? Because you can go through it. Sledge can break it. It looked like Sledge broke it. Can I find that clip? That part somewhere? They showcase that? Let's see. It looked like they broke through Clash's shield.
And Sledge?
Yeah, he broke it. He broke it. So, potentially, you might be able to frag her shield off, which will be huge. It looked like the slowdown was a little bit less because he was able to catch up to Clash, but also she wasn't moving. So that's good. Advanced Repel, awesome. All the other good stuff, awesome. Balancing updates were pretty good. The shields, getting the ADS whenever they have the vault is a fair trade-off. I'm surprised they didn't nerf Blackbeard's silent repel. Very surprised. That's about all they said that he was getting. I thought they said they were going to do more stuff with Blackbeard. They're going to be monitoring him at least. I think that'll be a fair nerf because you won't be able just to silent breach with your thing out. You have to put it away, which I think would probably be the ultimate change you could make to him to kind of nerf him there because that's what he's really good at. Season 3, good stuff there. I like what I'm seeing with that. Obviously more balancing updates. Hopefully they bring back mid-season patches after this season when they kind of get like a full thing of it. I think 90 days of all the new stuff that they're going to have is going to be good enough to get them through potentially without having a mid-season patch. New operator, cool. Operator remaster. I think that's Thatcher. That kind of looks like Thatcher. Not gonna lie. I mean, you can't really tell. Potentially they're just like using a different outline. It's either Thermite or Thatcher. That's what I'm saying. Because they were talking about how they want to make it more complex for you to use. Thatcher's one of the easiest ops to play, bro. You just throw down the thing and then it pops whatever gadgets and you're good to go. The new AI stuff, I like that. I like the AI just to kind of, if I want to play Siege but I don't want to play online and I don't want to play quick match, then yeah. I hope that they maybe add positivity rankings to go in with that because like it's impossible theoretically for you to play, like if you're a normal human being, and I mean this with no disrespect, but if you are a normal human being that's got work and life and all that other stuff, and like me, maybe a kid, you're married, it's almost impossible to play more than like even 300 matches. So like if you get 3 team kills in each of those 100 matches, so you team kill 9 times in total, there's no way you're esteemed. There's no way you're esteemed. There's no way you're exemplary. So hopefully they add that, or potentially like maybe like an offset where it's like you have this many things, and once you get over 100, the hundreds start to kind of like diminish it, like every say like every 2 more that you get over 100, it knocks off like 1 point of negativity. So you'd have to get, like, if you got like 25 negativity points like I do now, you would have to play, you know, basically a couple more matches, get 50 points of positivity, and then it would go back down to 0. I think that would be fair, because it's not fair for, like, people who, like I've accidentally team killed a lot. Now, again, totally an accident. I really mean it. But, like, it sucks, because it's like, I didn't mean to team kill you, and then you team kill me back, and it's like, I don't have text chat, especially on console and PlayStation. You don't have text chat to be like, oh, I'm sorry, and I don't feel like going into game chat, because you never know what those people are going to say. Yada yada, you get the stuff. But yeah, I hope they had something like that. Looking forward to all the new events, all the Siege Cup stuff. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up there. CJX, awesome. Big thing right here too is free access. A lot of people have kind of been like, yeah, I want to try Siege, but it costs money, or they don't have Game Pass, or they don't have PlayStation Plus extras, or whatever, the medium tier that I think gives you this for free. So free access for that's gonna be awesome. Bringing in some people from the PC community, as well as from the console community, just to kind of hop on there and give it a shot, especially if PlayStation still continues to do their free trials every once in a while with like weekend free multiplayer stuff. But yeah, looking forward to everything. The Clash Remaster, cool. All the other stuff, cool. All the modernized maps look absolutely beautiful. Weapon inspect's going to be fun. Audio overhaul, I can't wait to test that out, 'cause sometimes the audio is a little weird sometimes. But yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of y'all's day. I will see y'all Tuesday. There will be some changes to the schedule for this week and next week, so I will post that tomorrow. Love you guys. Later.